right, and welcome back. We are here with Rick Dines from the Springfield Contemporary Theater. Rick, thanks for joining us. How are you doing?
Absolutely, I'm great. Great, just trying to stay cool today.
Yes, exactly.
That's all you can do.
Yeah, 27th season. I had no idea you'd been around that long.
I hadn't either.
Yeah, and it's 27th season when you count the fact that, we kind of took a year off.
Oh,
so really, it's like 28 years.
Yeah.
Right.
Very
Okay.
exciting.
So you're still in the middle of your, or not in the middle, towards the end of your 26th season.
We still have one more show left, yeah. We
Okay.
have one more show left of our 26th season, which is Kill Move Paradise, which opens the first weekend of August at the Springfield Art Museum Auditorium.
Very
yeah.
exciting.
So that closes out this season, yeah.
All right, so let's focus on next season. Walk me through this lineup, because that video gets me excited.
Well, good, good. No, we're really excited. We kick off the season with Sweeney Todd, which is kind of in honor of the legacy of Stephen Sondheim, who just passed away in the past year. And so to honor his legacy, we're doing his masterpiece, Sweeney Todd, with Kim Crosby, who's a local, but originated the role of Cinderella in Into the Woods, one of his other musicals on Broadway. So,
Very
so
cool.
she's got a long collaboration with Sondheim.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we're having
yeah.
her in to play
Incredible.
Mrs. Lovett, and I'm playing Sweeney opposite her. So,
Very cool.
so yeah, so that's going to be exciting. That kicks off the season, and that's an outdoor production
Okay.
in the fall, under the stars. It's going to be a lovely night out.
Yeah.
So, and then in October, we'll be going back to the Art Museum Auditorium again for a production of Roe, which is a relatively new play by Lisa Loomer that chronicles the Roe v. Wade trial and the case as it went before the Supreme Court. It's told from the perspective of Sarah Weddington, the lawyer who argued the case, as well as Norma McCorvey, who was Jane Roe. So we get it from both those women's perspectives, but the play itself kind of has a broad range of perspectives on the case and on the issue and everything else. It kind of covers the whole gambit.
Interesting.
And Loomer is currently revising the play, so by the time we produce it in October, it will be fully up to date
There are
on
updates,
where
yes.
things have gone in the last 50 years. So,
Right.
so that's the October production. Then in December is Arcadia by Tom Stoppard. It's a wonderful it's an English play, but it's become a contemporary classic. It's about a 25-year-old script that is part mystery, part comedy. It jumps in time. It jumps back and forth between 1809 and the present day in an English country estate. And so a little bit of romance tied in there, but it's a wonderful piece. In February, we're co-producing with Mosaic Arts Collective the Springfield area premiere of the Broadway musical The Color Purple.
That's huge.
It's going to be it's going to be
yeah.
big. It's going to be big for those who don't know the musical. It's
Yeah.
a beautiful piece of theater, and really I think to date will be the largest all-black cast that's been assembled in Springfield for
Wow.
a show. So
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
it's going to be a huge production. And then in March we have Hedda Gabler, which is a classic play by Heinrich Ibsen, but it's in a really new adaptation that just came out right before the pandemic in London. And so it's the first time that adaptation's been done in the area. But it's a classic play that deals with a couple who are just home from their honeymoon and their marriage is already on the rocks. And what do we do now?
Is that comedic, I assume? Or?
By turns, it gets very dramatic, but at terms,
Okay.
it has its moments.
That's intriguing.
Then in May, Every Brilliant Thing, which is a solo play that'll be directed by Jack Lawfer, who's coming in from LA, and we're bringing back Nathan Shelton, who's an actor who a lot of people locally know and
Yes,
love,
I've worked
but
with
he's been
him.
living in Chicago for years. We're bringing Nathan back. It's a solo play that's extremely interactive. So while I say it's a solo play, really the cast size depends on how many people are in attendance, because everybody's kind of
Very
a part
cool.
of that show.
Yeah.
Nathan's good.
But it's a very personal story that deals with mental health and coming out of the pandemic. We felt it was an apt play,
Yeah.
but also something at times very funny and very serious. And then in June, we're going to be doing a very new Broadway musical that we can't talk about yet.
Okay.
The rights aren't quite available, but we are holding a slot because it looks like they will be.
Nice.
So we will hopefully by the end of the year be able to announce what's going in next June.
Perfect.
And then we close the season with a play called Passover, which is actually the play that reopened Broadway from the pandemic. It's a 3-actor play. It's a very modern-day retelling of the classic Waiting for Godot, but it's set on a street corner in Chicago, in a city that feels a lot like Chicago, with 2 young black men on a street corner at night, and where that takes them.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
You have so much to look
we
forward to.
do. We have a lot coming up.
How do we get in touch with you, or where do we find all the
You
information?
can go to springfieldcontemporarytheater.org. All our production information is there, dates, times, all of that. Also, I should point out, If you want to be a part of Sweeney Todd with Kim Crosby and I, auditions for that are tonight and tomorrow night.
Ah, okay.
So
That
check it out.
audition
Yeah.
information is also on our website.
Okay.
So yeah, go to our website if you want to be a part of that production, because
Yes.
we'll be seeing people tonight and tomorrow.
All
Good.
right. Well, thanks for joining us.
Thanks so much.
All right, well, coming up, it's back out to Tom.